Now I request Nikhil Mahadeshwar, founder Cyber Secure India, to come on stage and give a special presentation, I think a live demo on digital forensics investigation with live case studies. He has come all the way from Mumbai. A big round of applause for him, please. I'll just request Mr. Nikhil if he can concise his presentation in 15 minutes. That will help us because we're running a little short of time. Thank you so much.
Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you very much for the organizing team, Sanjay sir, for inviting me and giving us a wonderful opportunity to present about digital forensics as a specific topic here. And I would just like to give some demonstrations rather than presentations here, like how you can respond or investigate as we work with a lot of law enforcement agencies in Maharashtra and outside Maharashtra also for investigating cases and for training and a lot of internship programs. So we are a non-profit registered Section 8 company, and we are a cyber security community of more than 4,000 people all around the world. And we conduct a lot of training and internship programs for schools, colleges, and we can say law enforcement, and we work with collaboratively with corporates also. So let us understand, as sir has requested me, Sovikji, that we have to wrap up fast, so I'll just go through. Yes, I understand. Thank you very much for that. So let us understand, first of all, the transformation. How did this era got transformed? Let's say when we say, okay, cybercrime is growing, and my previous speakers have also elaborated a lot on it. The first speaker from the law enforcement has really elaborated a lot. So when we see the data has changed, like we were using 1 GB of data per month. Today, we are using unlimited data per day, or we can say 2 GB, 3 GB data per day. And this consumption of data has changed a lot of scenarios when it comes to cybercrime and the other aspects. So we have started using a lot of social media apps. We never turn off our data, because prior, when it was 1 GB per month, we used to turn it off, or else our pack would have got expired or something like that. But today there is no need of turning off the data, and hence we are available 24/7 online. And then we have started using social apps drastically. We have started using OTT platforms, then learn from home, work from home. My previous speaker mentioned about the usage of VPN and all. All things have now started. Gamings, dating cases are there. Because there is unlimited data, we are using such applications like anything. And once we download it, we scroll up, scroll down, and everything is going on. So wherever there is crowd, so it's a basic rule of crime. So that, like, if internet users is full of crowd and we are not using it in a secured manner, so we now know how to use it. So are we actually moving towards digital India or not? So yes, we are already into this digital India. But what about digital secure India is really a question, and we need to move towards digital India, digital secure India. And let me tell you what are the programs which actually under digital India or digital secure India they are running in, and we are actually moving towards it. But there is a lot more to achieve also. So there is Cyber Swachhata Kendra, online cybercrime portal, which is cybercrime.gov.in, or 1930 is the helpline of it, or I4C is one of that. And the critical part is like National Critical Information Infrastructure Protection Program. So where anybody who is an attacker, who is a hacker, like ethical hacker specifically, can go and report or any finding if you get on any of the government side. It is not only state government, it is any of the central government side, maybe income tax, maybe Arogya Setu or Aadhaar or anything, and you can go and just report it onto that, and then you will be able to be as a responsible, we can say, reporter into it, and your name will be there. Now, talking about the core demonstration of investigation, let us start with a specific thing, a subject which is really close to our heart, that is our mobile phones. So we do everything, like personal thing, professional things, everything. So let us understand how a mobile phone can get compromised, and how you can, as a investigate, okay, or see the symptoms. So, and then we'll come to the case studies also. So when you say mobile phone, a mobile phone can get hacked if you install something through unknown source. You click on a link, and then we have listened to a lot of ads, or I was just going through the brochure which West Bengal government has really created, a very good thing. I would appreciate that type of a cartoon and conversation. So it is creating really a good awareness. So, but today we'll see a live demonstration of actually how it works. Then we enable our USB debugging modes into our phone, through which we put, and after that if we put our phone to free charging station. There is an attack called as juice jacking. So never ever put your phones to free charging stations. It may debug a spy application into your phone and then extract the data out of it. Then mod application. Government bans a lot of applications, right? At times, because as sir mentioned into our first speech, like China, there are a lot of Chinese applications which government has banned already. But people are so addicted to it, they download it from some unknown source, from some unknown Telegram thing and everything, and then they get installed in your phone. So mod application people are using, or youngsters currently are using. Third party we give access to. Sign up via Google, sign up via Apple, sign up via Facebook. And then we forget it. Okay, we have signed up this service. And then that service is using your all the data. So let us straight away go to the demonstration. I have my colleague Govardhan with me. And so Govardhan, can you just come at the front and have this cordless thing. So for demonstration, quickly. Okay. For demonstration quickly, we have installed a spy application in his phone, and I have already displayed you how the spy application can get installed in the phone. And I'll just display how a spy application, if it is installed in the phone, what type of data can be accessed by the attacker from anywhere into the world. It is not on the same network or everything like that. So it's a very huge topic, but I'll just try to cover it in a quick manner. Okay, I think I have to stop this. All right. So this is all the information if I get. So Govardhan is one of my colleague, and then his phone, we have installed a spy application. What we get is we get the contact number which is into the phone. We get the service provider, his battery status. The battery status is approximately 64%. His device ID, or even we get IMSI number. So the number which is printed on the SIM card. Nowadays, if you have listened to the scams of SIM swapping, right? Or SIM cloning. So no need to access it physically. Then we give permissions, right? We download something and we give I accept. Take my contacts, calendar, media, everything. So I'll go to his contacts. I can see actually all his contacts. I just can't see his contacts, but I can control whom he can talk with. So I can actually block some contact and show a demonstration how if I block my number from his contact, I cannot call him directly. And in his phone book, it will not show as blocked also. And the application which is installed in the phone goes into the stealth mode, that is into the hidden mode. And will not be able to identify, okay, it is there. So there are multiple type of spy application. Then I'll go to SMS. So there are a lot of things when we say I have not done the transaction or I have not received the OTP, then also the transaction got complete. And then we run to the law enforcement police and say, okay, my thing. So this is all this, the SMS in your phone. Just let us check the latest one. 11:10 a.m. today. There's a Paytm message that you have paid 508 rupees via account ending with 937. Is this correct?
Yes.
To the Paytm, and this is what it is. Click here. So if this, see, you can see the OTP 189114 is the OTP. So the attacker actually will not require to access your phone or even to call you and ask you for OTP. Nowadays people ask OTP, but now this is the facility which attackers can actually use and grab your OTP. Even I'll tell you something. These are SMS headers. So every SMS header is having some service number. If the attacker blocks that number, you will not receive this OTP. But actually you will receive this. Can you see this? This is VW Paytm B and this is VW I Paytm. So these sender numbers are different. But you'll get a next message stating, okay, you have paid the amount. You'll not receive the previous one. So these are the facts basically which we need to understand when we give permissions to such applications where they get into your phone and then they can create all these type of things. Then we say, okay, our things are end-to-end encrypted. WhatsApp we use very frequently. We have a lot of groups. And is it really end-to-end encrypted? Again, there are a lot of controversies to it and research papers. We have did a lot of comments over it. But I'll just show you what happens when a spy application is installed. It reads your notification, and if you have a lot of groups, so I'll just try to. Can you see this? all this type of messages can be displayed. Okay. Then I'll not wait more on messages because there may be something. Yeah. So then we'll move to the location part. So location, from where he is coming and from which area he is coming, from which route he is coming, we get access to the location for application. That can be accessed easily. Rather than that, whatever he is doing on his screen, or so his screen can be captured easily. You can just scroll up or whatever you want to do with your screen, you can do it. And then we give permissions to camera, we give permissions to microphone, depending on the connectivity and all. It takes its own sweet time. Then we have our internal storage, or nowadays memory card is not required because we have 128 GB or more than 500 GB of storage nowadays in phone. Can you see, this is the directory of his phone. And when we can see the directory, we can access his DCIM folder where his all photos are there. So we give the permission, access to the media and everything. Then lot of things can be done. Let's say now, is your phone on silent as you are in a session, right? So lot of things can be done, like, can you see that? So I just send a command that the ring should be played. Even if the phone is on silent, the ring is played. I've given a stop command there. So even his phone is there in his hand, and I can initiate a call from his phone. Can you show to the audience? It's coming for the SIM selection option. What are the websites he is browsing and everything. With a single command, the phone can be factory reset. So these are the things which can be basically done if the phone is, we can say, spied. So I'll just stop this demonstration now and move to my next part of my demonstration. So now such type of things are there, and when we go to the police and say, or bank and say, okay, thank you very much. Thank you, Govardhan, for contributing the phone. So when we basically go to the police and say, okay, my OTP, I have not shared it, the OTP, and my transaction got complete. So there are a lot of compliances which are there for the mobile banking application also. So that your app should not work in a rooted phone and all this type of things. Or even your bank will say, okay, from my delivery channel, the OTP has been delivered. But then who has received it? The victim has received it? No. The attacker has received it. So as per bank, as per the investigation, it is a very clean transaction. But who has received it is a really big question. So this type of techniques, I will say, mislead the investigation agencies for coming to a conclusion where bank will say something, and then the CDR data, that is call data, record data, will also show some other things here. We have categorized all the types of crime into different parts. Let's say you see any type of crime, if you see, so gets categorized into need first of all. So you want a loan, you get basically victimized for a loan app scams are there. Or people want job and then they fall prey to job scams websites. Then we can say greed, crypto scams. There are a lot of people who are adding people in Telegram channel, ek din mein paisa double, and a lot of things are there, or free gifts. These are the things. Lust is one of the category. There are nude calls which are going on. People start chatting, then sexting, and then video calls, and then they start asking for money through links. And threat. Your electricity will be disconnected or your ATM will be blocked. Click on this. And if categorize all the type of individual type of crimes goes into all this. I'll just share you quickly some case studies, and I have something more for demonstration also. Data breach, there are a lot of case studies, and when you can use technology for good part of it. So I'll cover two, understanding the time constraint. Here, there was a lottery scam case study which we were working on. Everyone sitting here may have got a SMS stating you have won a lottery, correct? How many of you have won? I don't know. But so there was one case where a victim received a message, he has won a lottery of 25 lakh rupees. He clicked on it, he messaged, okay, how do I claim it? He said, okay, pay 5,000 rupees as a processing fee and you can claim it. Then he said, no, pay more 10,000 as the processing fee and you can claim it. Like that, he paid 3.5 lakh rupees as all this type of processing fee or application fee or whatnot. After that, he went to the police station stating, sir, I have been conned. I have been a victim now. And now, please help me. You won't believe the message which he received was from the number starting with +92. +92, obviously the country code of Pakistan. And we were actually looking into it, and we help law enforcement agencies a lot into investigation. We were surprised when this lottery scam started initiating from countries like Pakistan. And then when we started investigating the case, he said, okay, pay more 5,000 rupees. So we created a fake slip. We attached a logger to it and sent that fake slip photo to the fraudster. So the fraudster clicked on that photo because he is also a human being. He is also greedy. He wants that money to be received. He clicked on that, and obviously he was using a VPN connection. So we did not got the original IP, or we did not got the IP address which was actually associated to his device. Then after few hours, in the eagerness of watching that, he again clicked it, or he sent it to his partner, I don't know. But then we got IP address which was from some city in India, and that is how we got the location. And the agencies basically, they got actually the precise location, the ATM withdrawals, a lot of things matched. There were 2 people arrested, and these 2 people, when we investigated their mobile phones, we recovered their deleted data, including their WhatsApp, SMS, all these photos and videos. We got more than 500 such payment slips which people are transferring 5,000, 10,000, 15,000. So it was a whole all India scam. But that is not surprising. The surprising thing was we received, or we recovered the photos of hand grenades, of weapons, of drugs and everything. And ultimately we came to a conclusion that all this fund which was at the front end shown as a lottery scam was going to +92. So when you receive a SMS, it is a lottery scam, it is not always a lottery scam. So there are a lot of things which can be covered. There are banking scams and all also. I'll just end up with one of the case study which we investigated about crypto. So this was a site my188.com, and we did a basic analysis of it. And a person, like, he invested, he got added automatically into a Telegram channel stating, okay, there were a lot of people saying, okay, my money got doubled. I invested 10 lakh rupees and I got 15 lakh rupees, or I got 25 lakh rupees. And they used to more the screenshot and they used to share it. So this guy, he invested a basic 17, 18 lakh rupees. After few days, he got a message stating, now your 17 lakh rupees is like raised to 50 lakh rupees. You can withdraw it. To withdraw it, there is just a condition. You have to pay some tax, which is of 30%. Now this guy, in the greediness of withdrawing it, he was ready to pay that tax. He paid that tax. After paying that tax, he says, okay, now the rate is more high. Do you want to invest more? He said, again, in the greed of getting more, he invested more. So, aisa karke, he invested more than 1.5 crore rupees. And after that, he got to know that there is no provision to withdraw it. So, how did we investigate this case? So, we got the domain details. Obviously, this was not registered on the original person's name. And so, as per the whois data, there were different things. And as sir rightly mentioned into the morning stock, like there are a lot of things which are coming from China or routing from China. So, we tried to chat with the fraudster through the Telegram. And what we got is the IP address of like Hong Kong and China. And there were a lot of things which were sent as a malicious item. So the application also of the crypto transaction which was installed was having all the features of the spy application which I demonstrated. So his photos, his videos, his contacts, his SMS, everything was there present with the fraudster. And we actually did a reverse app engineering, that is what we say. So the mobile spy application or the crypto transaction application, when we reverse engineer, we saw there were links which were going through Alibaba cloud. So cloud services also which nowadays we are using, but we don't know actually what we are hosting. These people are using cloud services for. And as I gave you example of from 1 GB per month to 1 GB per day, and in the morning talk, both the speakers gave an example of faster internet is coming, chat GPT is coming, where it is will be used for. So that is also a question which is there. So there are a lot of sites or a scam detector type of thing where this can be done. Then we reviewed about the other things over Telegram about it, and then we got lot of things which were already into it. So see, like Anna something something. So a photo of a beautiful girl stating, okay, your money will get doubled. So then we sent a link, and when we got into return, so there are investigation tools of Telegram also, where we can actually check multiple Telegram IDs if they are genuine, they were banned at a lot of times or not. So these are the things, and when we came to a conclusion by investigating the application also by reversing it, I'll just show you one screenshot of it. Just a minute. Yeah, you can see this type of videos are made, and this is our app reversing screenshot. So like we reversed the application and we found into this code that the data where it was sent and the application was having a malicious code itself. So that is the same thing which happens with loan app victims. So loan app victims, they download it, and if they cannot repay, their photos are being morphed and they are being threatened. So it is done by this type of applications which are installed. So can you see the IP and Hong Kong thing? So obviously these are the conclusions. But these things were reported over the our portal also, and the international portals also, like FTC report ftc.gov. That are also the things which are done. And there are a lot of case studies if we go through it, but I will take a hard stop now as we respect the schedule also. But the message which I have to give here, as a responsible citizen of our country, we should be responsible netizen too. Just because we have got free data, a lot of access to nowadays gadgets, devices and everything, we should not use it irresponsibly. We should use it responsibly. That is what I will say here. And we can use these investigation methods and techniques. It is not only the responsibility of the law enforcement, it is our responsibility also. It is not only the responsibility of the government. It is me as a user. My device should be my responsibility. That is what I can say. And it is not always that police should solve all the problems. So there are basic, as a secured user, what like we can say precautions we should take, basic cyber hygiene precautions we should take. And law enforcement can also use such type of tools for tracking down such crimes very easily and at an initial level. They need to wait for the nodal also to give some information at the easy using OSINT techniques or some type of digital forensic techniques also. Such tools, case studies are there. There are a lot of tools which I can actually display here because just a minute. Yeah. So like using autopsy or FTK imager, there are tools which can extract the data and show you in not only in types of cybercrime, but also in the other crimes like murder, kidnapping and everything. Nowadays digital evidence is used because on the murder scene there are routers, there are computers, there are mobile phones. So I'll just quickly in a minute tell you one case study. There was a murder case study where the suspect was denying that he was not on the crime scene when the crime happened, when the murder took place. And the laptop or the hard disk which was seized. So once it was reversed and it was like cloned and it was attached for investigation, the device, the pen drive or the mobile phone attached to it, can you see that there are pen drives which are attached to it? So this is not that specific thing, it's a sample thing. We get to know which are the phones attached to it, which are the pen drives attached to it, which was the camera. Can you see this OnePlus technology, on which date it was attached, which date it was removed? So this technology nowadays is also used to track down traditional crimes, not only cyber crime. So digital forensic is a really vast topic. I'll take a hard stop here and I'll thank you to the organizers, Sanjay sir and the whole team for giving me a wonderful opportunity to present about it. If you have any questions, you can get connected me over LinkedIn. We run our community on nas.io/cybersecureindia. We do a lot of free trainings as we are a non-profit company. And our main aim is to basically bridge the gap between industry and academics, and also to train law enforcement agencies so that they can solve more and more cases into cybercrime. And people like Sanjay ji are really taking initiative. People like Sohik ji are really taking this initiative to create awareness about the industry. So thank you very much once again for inviting me and giving me an opportunity here. Thank you.
mind-boggling indeed. So Jantara series is a reality. Let's not fall prey to that. But I think if I take a crux of what you have said, that this technology, this digital forensic is there. But I think the crux of your presentation is that we need to create awareness in the masses. That can be anybody. That can be urban crowd, rural crowd, school teacher, anybody. Until unless we also know that this is a fraud. By the message itself, we can understand this is a fraud. Until we create that mindset, whatever technology we have, these things will still keep on happening. But brilliant presentation indeed. I request Sanjay Kumar Das to come on stage and hand over the moment to Mr. Nikhil Mahadeshwar, who has come all the way from Mumbai late last night, if I'm not wrong, and he's leaving today for Dubai for some other conference. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.